Hello, Namaste, Sasrikal, good evening. Welcome to the S.S.Chandhok talk show. I'm your host and moderator, S.S. Chandhok. We are gathered here once again on a beautiful evening with people from different parts of the country. Today, our topic is about mathematics. We had been discussing about it and we'll keep on discussing till we do not get the remedy of mathematics. In this, let me tell you, we are talking about students. They lose interest in mathematics, especially when they reach the middle school. What are the reasons behind it? Why do students enjoy mathematics till grade 5, but 6th onwards, basically, they start having phobia of mathematics? What are the reasons and what are the remedies? Because that has been happening from ages and is still happening. How we can remove that, that will be discussed today. So without taking any time, I'll introduce you to the very first eminent guest present over here. First eminent guest present over here is from my favorite city, that is Bangalore. Manjushla Tripathi ma'am. She is the principal of a very prestigious institution which have branches all over the country, that is Shri Ram Global School. Manjula ma'am, first of all, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Out of the busy schedule, the principals, they have very difficult time right now, but still you have taken up time for joining us. Thank you for that, ma'am. And ma'am, we will like to know about your education journey. Did you join this profession by chance or by choice? And from a teacher to a senior principal?
Thank you so much for inviting us. It's a really great platform where we can discuss a wonderful topic, which is really very close to everyone's heart because as a principal, we have seen that many children, those who are struggling with this maths phobia. So this is a really wonderful opportunity to be a part of this. Everyone, good evening. I am Manjusha Tripathi. I'm the principal of Shri Ram Global School, Bangalore, Whitefield. Being a principal or being an educator, I started my journey in 1997 from Lucknow, and I have worked in many different schools all over India. And I got an opportunity to interact with different cultures, also different mindset of people, also where I was aware of the different concept problems which they were facing during that situations and conditions which were there. So I got an opportunity to work in different places, like at Lucknow, I work in RLB Memorial. I've worked already in Red Rose Senior Secondary also at Lucknow. Then I moved to Patna, where the Litra Valley School is there, where I worked as a HOD Science. And then I moved to the Assam, where I have got an opportunity to work in Air Force School, and where I worked as a PGT there. And then again back to Patna, and then now I have got an opportunity in Bangalore, where I have worked in DPS Delhi Public School, Bangalore East. And then I moved to the Shri Ram Global in Bangalore itself. So I'm a principal here.
That's wonderful, ma'am. A lot of experience you have of different cities. And that's wonderful. Thank you so much once again, ma'am, for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next, we have a principal from a very good place, that is Chennai, and that is Bhagalakshmi Parat ma'am. She is the principal of Ravindra Bharati Global School from Chennai. First of all, thank you so much, Bhagalakshmi ma'am, for joining us. You had such a busy schedule. You are just running from the school and joining us. You told us, because everybody is getting late in the schools as of now, because exams have started and so many things are going on parallelly, internal exams. So it is very difficult to join because we are sailing in the same boat. But for the cause of education, the true educationist who is just, trying to give his or her best contribution to the education. So that is only the purpose of this, show, to bring up the topics which are closely related to the kids and how we can solve them. Thank you so much, ma'am. Please, because you have joined the show for the very first time, please let us know something about yourself, ma'am. Ma'am, you're on mute. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. I am Bhagyalakshmi. I think I am the only person from South India to join this meet. Hi to all from South India. Hope you all had a very wonderful day today. And of course, as Sir said, it was a busy schedule for me. I was running to back home to attend this meeting. So as far as my journey as a principal, I could say that it was very, it was not an easy task for me to reach to this position within 15 years. So I have started my career as a primary teacher. Actually, I joined along with my kids. Initially, of course, I had a passion for teaching, and I definitely want to give back something to the society. So that is why I have chose such a noble profession. So once I was into this field, I decided to update myself. So by adding more qualifications and to equip myself to take up this challenge. So that is how I slowly progressed, and I have taken up a coordinatorship with the school, and then as a vice principal. Now I am working as a principal with Ravindra Bharati School, which is located in Chennai and has head office in Hyderabad. So it is a happy evening. I am really interested to deal with the topic. Today's topic is also very interesting for me because I want to share my experience here when I was a student in grade 6. So my teacher, mathematics teacher, found out my talents in mathematics, and she gave me an extra privilege to be seated in front bench. So that gave me a more, that is the first incident when I felt that yes, I have the skills for mathematics and I have an extra passion for learning maths. So I think that is the important way that we have also to motivate our students to learn maths. I believe. Thank
That's
you for
wonderful,
giving me
ma'am.
this.
Thank you so much once again, ma'am, for joining the show. And everybody doesn't get a good teacher like you got during your school time. So this is what we are going to discuss today, and how we can make it more effective with our students. This is happening from decades and ages, and it's still happening. So how we can remove it, this is what we're going to discuss today. I hope you'll have a good session today, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next, we have Bhavna Chaudhary, ma'am. She is the principal of a very prestigious institution in Jaipur, that is Sign International School. Thank you, Bhavna, ma'am, first of all, for joining us the show. It's a privilege you are on the show today. Ma'am, please let us know about you yourself, ma'am.
Good evening, all of you. First of all, sir, I started my education journey from 2002 from Meerut, again UP. That time I was pre-primary teacher and I done only 12th. After 12th I got married and I started my teaching career as a pre-primary teacher. When I was teaching, that time I realized I have to learn more things about teaching. So I continue that thing, and after that, so many years spent in teaching line. I thought I have to complete my education. In 2011, I started my graduation, and 2013 I done my graduation. That time my son was in 5th standard, and still I'm doing study. I'm pursuing PhD now. And 2009 I was in Jaipur and I started my job as a coordinator, then vice principal. From last 3 years I'm working as a principal in Shine International School. This is a challenge for me. Like my family was very conservative. They don't believe in girls education. That time I thought I have to prove myself. It was a challenge for me, to me and for me. So I took it and completed, and I'm here.
Wonderful, ma'am. Wonderful. These are the true stories, inspiring stories, that where there is a will, there's a way. And you proved yourself
Mm,
that I can do something in my life. It's without education, there is nothing. And you
and
are
my
spreading that.
son
Yes,
and
ma'am.
my son in 12th standard right now, and I told him next year you will go in college. I will pursue some course and go with you.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. Wonderful. Thank you so much, ma'am. Bhavna, ma'am, it's a privilege you have joined the show. Next, we have Prakash Bapkar, sir. He is the principal of a very prestigious institution in Pune, that is Pune Cambridge Public School. Prakash, sir, good evening. And
Good evening, sir.
thank you so much, sir, for joining the show. We cannot see you, sir.
Oh, um, I don't know what. Mm,
We all are technology migrants, not technology residents. So we don't know much about the mobiles and cameras and all. But it is always difficult. Sometimes I forget to switch off, unmute myself and I keep on speaking. And many a times I have to tell to the speakers also. So these kids of the today era, they have gone up with mobiles and with internet. So they are very smart with that.
Okay, just check a minute. I'll just.
No problem, sir. Prakash, sir, you can introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. I'm Prakash Bhavkar, the principal of Pune Cambridge Public School. Is one of the leading schools of Pune. And with this, I had my educational journey from 96 to 2023. I had been to the D.Ed college, then to high schools, residential schools, and social activist Anna Hazare's residential schools and experimental school, as well as CBSE schools. And with CBSE, I have been working for last 7 years, and then I have been working with the other schools as a principal of state board, English mediums, and residential as well as day schools. So coming back to the show, I was really delighted out of this 26 years of experience. When it comes to your show, I was very happy to get this kind of platform to express my thoughts and also be a part of your event, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It's our pleasure you are on the show. Please,
Yes,
by the time you can check how you can switch on your camera, sir.
जी जी सर
Uh,
जी
Thank you, sir. We'll come up to the next person, our expert of over today, that is Mr. Nirmal Shah. He isn't well today. He will not be able to speak today. He had got a severe infection where he is not able to breathe, but still, out of the passion, sir is there on the, on the set, but he won't be able to speak much, and I'll have to talk on his behalf. But still, he gave us time to, to talk about the subject. So he's Nirmal Shah. He's the sir is the co-founder of Counting Well, a math learning app for middle schoolers. Their goal is to make math learning easy, anxiety-free, and participative for children across the country. Their focus is to help the so-called average students become more confident with maths and develop great solving skills. They step in where school teachers are not able to provide personalized attention due to lack of time and bandwidth. He is a designer, career maker, and had made lesson plans on the age of between 10 to 14, built around mathematics. Their funda is that kids must know that maths better and it will matter throughout their life. The best way to do so is to show them how. So, talking about Nirmal Shah sir, because he won't be able to speak today, he is not well. He is very unwell today. Let me tell me about you. I met him in a show where he was a co-speaker, and I came to know about the app because mathematics had been a problem for many. We as a principal also in our school time until now we have phobia of mathematics, and because we did not had any AI tools at that time, but so many good things have come into being which are helping the students to develop their maths ability. Although everything is there in the Google, but what is right and what is wrong is not understood. There are many free apps, there are many things you can find at Google's, but how can this can happen? Because the teachers, they have problem. The teachers have problem. They say that we have 40 minutes class with 40 students. How can we take care of everyone? How can we find out that on which particular topic the child is lacking? So to find out the remedy to this, people like Nirmal Shah, they founded out these type of apps wherein their experience, which he shared earlier in the shows, also in the previous 36 episodes, that they had been interviewing so many people. He was in the corporate sector and he had to interview so many people from IT who have passed from IT. When they had been talking about mathematics, formulas and everything, they were very perfect. But when they had talked about logical mathematics, these IT clear students, were not able to answer. The logic was also not clear to the IT students who had cleared up the IT. So when they came into the things deeply, he had talked about his son also when he was till grade 5, he was enjoying mathematics, and middle school when it came, he started running away from mathematics. So they found out during these 20 years of survey that the root cause is from the school. The students, they learn mathematics instead of understanding it. That concept has to be changed. The that these type of, what you call that blended learning that started after pandemic. But these people from long, they had started with these invention that how we can remove the phobia of students for mathematics. Although maths is the easiest and interesting subject, how we can make them. So this is all about sir. And I'll also tell today, sorry, I'll have to tell about him. He won't be able to speak on his behalf, that what are the remedies and how they take care of in these type of apps, how it is taken care of, how the students become more confident and how the teachers are able to deliver much better. Thank you so much, Nirbal sir. You have joined the show. You are listening to us. Hope if there will be any issues or any doubts, the people will connect to you afterwards also if they want to know anything more about. But I'll try my level best to put up what earlier you had told us about these type of apps which are helping the students and teachers. Thank you so much, sir. We'll come up to the first round of the question of the discussion. Actually, we'll come up to Manjula, ma'am. We'll come up to the first question, ma'am. According to you, why do children dislike mathematics, especially when they reach the middle school? Manjusha, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So when we come to this topic, middle school means teenage. Basically, the children who belongs to grade 6 to grade 8. So if we see how actually what happening to them, because in early childhood time, when they used to come have this word math means simple counting. Maybe math means simple multiplication. Maybe math means for them will be simple addition, subtraction and all. But as they reach to this grade, the three practices that actually you can say that a part of normal mathematics classrooms and which actually cause great anxiety in many students, that the first one is, according to me, that is impose authority by teachers, that what we are teaching, that is only correct, and the way by which how we are teaching, that is only you have to follow. So that impose authority is actually maybe one of the major cause where thus actually the difficulty level starts. And if it comes to the second one, that is the dissemination, as well as if you see for the time deadline, because they are restricted to a certain boundaries where further discovery is stopped, where they want to do something with their own way, which is checked properly, because teachers are expecting that whatever way they are explaining them, that should be followed only, and they want that fixed answer in that process only. So this is basically three major condition which you can say that may be a cause of difficulty in maths when they are suffering, where they are the most sufferer. Another thing, if you see that as the difficulty levels start, like the sequential order, where they are started lagging behind, when they are left and right orientation also for them. If you comes to the different thing, like if you go for the mathematical concept, maybe the slowness, some are not of that mathematical skill, but when it is expected that they all should be at the same level, which is actually not possible, because as we know that each child is unique in their own way. So according to the skill, that judgment is not happening. And that is the age where you can say that public embarrassment is very major, important, emotional funda is for with the children, which every teacher has to keep in mind when they are talking to the student of these age, this as adolescent children. So these are the basic three practices which we should avoid while teaching maths to this grade, middle class.
Wonderful, ma'am. You have spoken about everything in a gist form. The classroom teaching is very important. One thing that comes out is the way that teachers have been taught 20, 30 years back, they are teaching the same way. Second thing which came out of your words is that, you see, teacher feel that the child in front of them is of their own mental level.
Correct.
The children, they expect that the children should come up to the mental level, but the right thing is that the teacher should come up to the mental level of the children. Then only they will be able to deliver good.
They should give liberty better. And that up to that level, they try to understand. They should try to understand that where the problem start.
Absolutely right. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Bhagyalakshmi, ma'am, we'll come up to you now. Ma'am, we'll also like to have your
Mhm.
views on the same thing, that when students reach middle school, they start having phobia of mathematics.
The foremost in the reason, one and important reason is the parents are till grade 5. When the child reaches till grade 5, they have a direct involvement in their studies. Parents will help the children to do their sums and to clarify the doubts and all those things. And what I found from my experience is from grade 6 onwards, they are not paying that much attention. That is the one of the reason why they are not showing that much interest as they used to do before. And their basic concept, how we are laying the foundation, that also matters. If a foundation is properly laid with mathematics concepts and basic operations, I don't think that the child will find any difficulty to carry forward in later years. But sometimes that is not happening. That is also an reason. And one more reason is when in the examination point of view, when the child has to attend the question paper, everything is concept based. If the child is thorough with the concept, then only he can or she can attend. But in other subjects like English and all, for the grammar and correct usage and all the general topics only, the child is not prepared also to up to 50% scoring the mark is not difficult. They can score more than 50%. But in mathematics, whereas mathematics is concerned, the child has to have the practice or know the concepts and he has to demonstrate his knowledge. And another thing is how we can overcome all these things. If the teacher can able to relate the concept with the real life applications, and that will give a better impact on the child and create interest. So that we can do. Another one is
Right.
yeah. So another reason is what the students feel is there is a lot of memorization is required as far as mathematics problems are concerned. So what my suggestion is, if we have more of activity oriented, if our mathematics lab in the school is well set, then I don't think that the student will find any difficulty in learning the concept. Once the concept is laid, as CBC insists, then it is easy for him to test the knowledge and the child to attend the examination.
That's wonderful, ma'am. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, ma'am, for your valuable views. It
Yeah.
is there
Thank you.
that you have to make it interesting. A gamification or something interesting activity should be there that the
Yeah.
student should take interest in that. We'll also talk about that, ma'am, also.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We'll come up to Bhavna, ma'am, now. Bhavna, ma'am, according in your opinion, why do middle school students lose interest in mathematics?
Sir, reason behind it, maths is basically there are only four operations: plus, minus, multiplication, division. In till fifth, they are doing very well. Means वो बहुत अच्छे से क्लियर करके कंसेप्ट आगे आते हैं, लेकिन जब सिक्स में बच्चे आते हैं तो सिलेबस मल्टीपल नंबर्स में बढ़ जाता है और टीचर्स के ऊपर भी प्रेशर रहता है कि हम अपना सिलेबस टाइमली कंप्लीट करें और होमवर्क कॉपीज प्रॉपर चेक करें. उनके नोट प्रॉपर जाते हैं कि होमवर्क इज नॉट डन, बट वो उस पॉइंट पे नहीं पहुंच पाते टीचर्स कि वो वर्क उसने क्यों नहीं किया, इसके पीछे रीजन क्या था. पेरेंट्स से अगर हम बात करते हैं, पेरेंट्स कहते हैं कि वर्क आपने दिया था, उसने किसी की कॉपी लेके कंप्लीट कर लिया, बट पेरेंट्स भी उस चीज को नहीं जानना चाहते कि उसको समझ में आया या नहीं आया. मे बी उसका लर्निंग प्रोसेस स्लो हो, बच्चे का सबका इक्वल नहीं हो सकता. तो जैसे कि बच्चे को अगर इंटरेस्टिंग वे चाहिए पढ़ने के लिए, तो एज वेल एज टीचर्स को भी इंटरेस्टिंग वे अडॉप्ट करने पड़ेंगे मैथ्स को लर्न करवाने के लिए. सेकेंड इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, मैथ्स को हम लोग हमारी इंटेलिजेंसी से कनेक्ट करते हैं. जब कोई भी हमसे मार्क्स पूछता है बच्चे के मैथ्स में कितने हैं, या कोई बाहर उनके रिलेटिव पूछते हैं बेटा मैथ्स में कितने मार्क्स आए, अगर मैथ्स में कम मार्क्स आए ये तो पढ़ने में बहुत वीक है. मैथ्स का सीधा सीधा रिलेशन हमारे इंटेलिजेंसी से जोड़ा जाता है, जो कि गलत है. उससे बच्चा अंडर प्रेशर फील करता है और उसे लगता है कि ये तो बहुत मतलब कुछ ऐसी चीज है जो मेरे को आएगी नहीं, या वो ट्राई नहीं करेगा करने का. तो एटलीस्ट उसको मेंटली प्रेशर नहीं देना चाहिए उस चीज के लिए. और आज के 21 सेंचुरी स्किल में हमारे पास मैथ्स के अलावा भी कई ऑप्शन है जिसमें हम करियर बना सकते हैं या सब्जेक्ट्स ले सकते हैं. ये बात हमें पेरेंट्स को भी समझानी पड़ेगी ताकि वो बच्चों पे प्रेशर ना क्रिएट करें. 5 में से 4 स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे हमें मिलते हैं क्लास में जिनको मैथ्स बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है. हम उनसे बात करते हैं, बेटा व्हाई यू हैव प्रॉब्लम इन मैथ्स। मैम टीचर समझाते हैं, जब समझ में आ जाता है, लेकिन जब हम वो क्वेश्चन घर पे जाके करते हैं तो हमें उसमें प्रॉब्लम होता है। नेक्स्ट डे हम टीचर से पूछते हैं तो टीचर का कई बार रिप्लाई ये होता है, बेटा आपको इतना भी नहीं आया। तो बच्चे ह्यूमिलेट होते हैं इस चीज से भी। तो यहाँ दोनों का इक्वली रोल है, पेरेंट्स और टीचर्स का, बच्चों को डिस्टर्ब करने में मैथ्स के लिए। बिकॉज वो उसको पुश नहीं कर रहे हैं कि कोई बात नहीं, आपको एक बार नहीं आया, आप 10 बार पूछो, 50 बार पूछो। वो उसको ये रियलाइज करा रहे हैं कि तुम्हें इतनी सी छोटी सी चीज भी नहीं आई, नेक्स्ट टाइम वो बच्चा अपनी प्रॉब्लम लेकर आना ही बंद कर देता है। तो कहीं ना कहीं वो धीरे धीरे चीजें इकट्ठी होके फोबिया में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है। दैट इज द रीजन कि 6th 7th 8th में बच्चों को प्रॉब्लम होती है, और उसका मेजर इफेक्ट हमें 10th क्लास में देखने को मिलता है। तब पेरेंट्स एकदम से अवेयर होते हैं कि इसको मैथ्स में प्रॉब्लम है। ट्यूशन भी वो लोग करवाते हैं, बट दोनों के मेथड्स अलग अलग होते हैं। ट्यूशन एक अलग क्राइटेरिया में जाके दिया जाता है 10th क्लास में, कि एक क्लास में 50 बच्चे बैठे हैं, उन्होंने अपना मेथड बता दिया, सेम वे ही रहता है। लेकिन क्लास में हमारे पास इतना टाइम नहीं होता कि हम एक एक बच्चे का प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करें। तो टीचर भी कहीं ना कहीं प्रेशराइज रहता है कि मुझे अपना सिलेबस कंप्लीट करना है, कॉपीज टाइमली चेक करनी है, मीन्स मेरा परफॉर्मेंस बेस्ट होना चाहिए, बच्चे को आया नहीं आया इससे उनका कोई लेना देना नहीं होता। इसके लिए मैं दोनों
बिल्कुल
को रिस्पॉन्सिबल मानती हूँ, पेरेंट्स एंड टीचर बोथ।
बिल्कुल ठीक मैम, ये एब्सोल्युटली राइट। पेरेंट्स भी प्रेशर क्यों डालते हैं, क्योंकि वो अपने टाइम पे उनको भी फोबिया रहा था, दे हैड देयर फोबिया दैट टाइम। मदर ऑल द टाइम कमिंग अप टू द चाइल्ड एंड पापा आल्सो, बेटा मैथ्स कर लो, बड़ी दिक्कत, बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी, बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी। तो चाइल्ड, इट आल्सो कम्स इनटू द माइंड ऑफ द चाइल्ड, देयर इज समथिंग इन मैथमेटिक्स, you know, instead of making it a normal subject, they make it a abnormal subject. And the child thinks over here, every time it is being told that it's a difficult, it might be difficult, let's make it difficult only, gradually a phobia. Second thing you said, very same thing, that the teacher also has a burden for, again the same thing, 40 minutes class for 40 people. How can I pay attention to all the students? How do I know in which topic the child is lacking? Again, Bhavna ma'am, you said a very good thing, that the students, they don't ask in the question, they feel humiliated. If I'm asking, if I'll be said this, अगर if somebody is asking also, teacher says तुमको ये भी नहीं आता, तो बाकी 4 बच्चे जो पूछना चाहते थे वो भी नहीं पूछेंगे। ग्रेजुअली हो जाता है कि the children are so self esteemed, they don't ask कि मेरी इंसल्ट ना हो जाए क्लास के अंदर, और the students may not make fun of me, तुमको ये भी नहीं आता, सर से पूछ रहे हो, मैम से पूछ रहे हो। Gradually they keep on moving back and back, and gradually it becomes a phobia. That is the most important thing, and the main reason why it becomes a phobia. The first row 3 or 4 toppers, they'll say, yes ma'am, it's clear to me. The rest of the class at the back, is it clear to you? They'll say that yes ma'am, okay ma'am is clear with that everything is clear to the students. But that creates a problem with mathematics. Thank you so much, Bhavna ma'am. We'll come up to Prakash sir. Prakash sir, we will also like to know about your opinion on the saying, why do middle school students lose interest in mathematics?
It's very important for the mathematics teachers to build the confidence in the students. They have to look into positive aspect, that without labeling him that he can't do, let's make it easy for him to understand the concept, and see that they come to the standard of solution, and share the positive attitude of mathematics into the students. Do not make them scared, encourage questioning, and make some space for the curiosity. Now, it is not just like mathematics, people feel like it's just memorizing formulas and operational facts, but the truth of heart of math lies in logic and problem solving. So basically, we have to make the student understand, like everybody cannot understand with the board, everybody cannot understand with the oral questioning, answering. There could be some student who wants to count the number, just as in our times we had to draw that all zeros to count that all, but now, or we have used the fingers, but now that finger part has gone off. The zeros they draw, or something shape they draw. So these things happen, and we need to see that make some problem solving activities on the daily basis. So 10 to 15 minutes, the students can be engaged to solve some sort of problems, and then the solution is there. So try to see that students find mathematics as a fun rather than compulsion, or get away from that or be unhappy. So it could be in the form of playing games, or so that the students forget the stress rather than taking up the stress as soon as it's a mathematics period, the teacher, and then that visits, and then they are not able to come out of it. So put some positive spin like technology, or choosing the implementation of it, or uh, make it an individual learner, then understanding to make everybody learn, find out individually why the student is not able to get into your solutions. So make it a into real times, like what's reality, where the student is getting into, make it real time solution. So that is where I feel, whenever possible, try to show how the maths that the student is learning can be real even outside the classroom. Not necessarily the child has to learn inside only. There could be a student to whom you take into particular surrounding, then he will come out. So there, it's a problem solving, we can say. The more real world example we can share, the more interested your students will be. At times, it is difficult to find real world examples for all mathematical concepts, but initially we can do as a
Absolutely
foundation.
right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely right, sir, Prakash, sir, that we can make it more interesting by taking live examples and everything. Now,
Yeah.
coming up, because sir is not well today, so on behalf, I'll be speaking that whatever knowledge I have gained from the previous sessions we had with Nirmal sir was that the apps like Counting Well, what they do is, first of all, I've always asked him the question, because this is a problem which has to be solved throughout the country. Everywhere there's a
Yes.
problem of this. Every city,
Yes.
every place is a problem. It may be any level school it is. So they
Right.
say that the question which I used to put to the sir was that how does it help? Why should we take help of these AI tools? So many people are coming to us and they are sending their visiting card at the office. How do we understand what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is not harmful? So he told me, I asked him, the question was that how does it help the teachers as well as the students? So basically, if you remember that what my knowledge says is that we used to have smart boards came into around 10 years or 15 years back, 10 years back. They used to give the contents to us, and but there was no feedback. But now with these AI based tools, you get the content also and you get the feedback also. Now coming up to how, so the nutshell what I came into with the understanding from Nirmal sir, okay, that these type of batch what they do is they help the teachers first. Teacher is very right. Teachers, they don't have the mental level. He gave an example many a times that when they started up with this project, went into the school, they had pilot sessions with thousands of students, and they understood that their understanding level is not increasing when they're doing mathematics. As I told you, they gave an example of IT people who have cleared IT, but they did not have the mental level understanding. That has to be changed. Then the principal said of these schools that you take up the pilot sessions of the teachers also. And there was a very remarkable and shameful thing happened that a class 8 teacher came to him and said that, sir, these questions are from grade 6 class. I am not a grade 6 class teacher. I won't be able to do that. See, the 8th class teacher cannot solve the questions based on class 6 syllabus. It can be done, but why the teacher has got confined to that particular class and topics only, has learned that and trying to make it learn to the students also. We know very well that maths is not a learning subject. So their mental level also has to be increased. So what these type of apps do is that for the teachers, they place the assignments. They make up the assignments, the AI-based tools as assignments. The teacher, what it has to do is, what they have created now is you don't have to go to the internet. You have to go to the WhatsApp. WhatsApp will be made. On WhatsApp, it will tell you that this is your homework day. You will select your topic. The teacher will select the topic and give that, click it, and that assignment will go to the student. The student will solve the assignment. The student is solving the assignment at the parallel time. The student is getting wrong. The app is trying to make him correct again and again until and unless the child is not clear about that. At the very same time, the child is not knowing that my teacher is also getting the report what I'm doing. So when The assignment is being done by the students. It has been done or not. That report comes to the teacher. Where the child is lacking, that also comes to the teacher. The child is saving, the teacher is saving the time of making the assignments. That is a big thing. Itne sare papers banana. The correction work also is being done by the AI based tool. Correction time is also left with him. Now, whatever time he's saving, he is giving it up to the students back, because now he knows where the children at large they are lacking, stopping they are lacking. So he is able to hit the, that bird's eye that Arjun said, "Mujhe kya dikh raha hai, sirf chidiya ki aankh dikh rahi." So that way the teacher is getting that. At the very same time, when I ask him that how the children are getting benefited, so he says that because this tool is going through the teacher, the child, if he was present in the class, wasn't able to ask the question at his comfort at midnight or 2 o'clock at night, when he will open up his mobile with the app, he will try to do these questions. Wherever he'll be wrong, that app will be correcting him. So when he'll come up to next day to the school, he will have to, with the mental level, be the same with the students who are sitting in the first. So what is happening is recovering. He's recovering when he's doing personally at home. It's not one to one even. कोई सामने बैठा भी नहीं है, आप एक मोबाइल के साथ आप अपने आप कर रहे हो, आपकी इंसर्ट नहीं हो रही है. The mobile will not get frustrated. The app will not get frustrated. Teacher may get frustrated. तुमको इतना भी समझ नहीं आता, इतनी देर लगती है. I have to complete my syllabus. कल बताएंगे. Extra class में आना तब I'll tell you. So this is a very good thing. This is a very good thing, and it's helping a lot. I have been taking the feedback from the people that these types of apps are helping a lot to the children, and the growth. The growth rate of, this mass level is increasing a lot. So these type of things are happening. Coming up during the pandemic, the next question to him was that during the pandemic, there was a lot of problem. Children, they did all the papers through Google Baba. So with Google Baba, maths, 2 years ka math science ka gap ho gaya, social science ka gap ho gaya, it will be covered. But what about the basics? If a child was in grade 6, 7 during the pandemic, in his 8 now, his topics are not clear of 6, 7. Usne padha hi nahi to kaise karega? Now this says, like ma'am said, one of the ma'am said, that the mental level of each child is different. He might be not very good at one subject, but other subject he might be very good. So he says that these apps, when the child is doing the assignment, they take up the mental level of the child. He said that suppose a topic is given to a child, he is not able to do of grade 8. 8 mein padhta hai, he is not able to do. They will give him the question of grade 7. Again, when he will be not able to do the grade 7th, he'll go up to 6th class. They will go up to the root. The app will go up to the root. They will pick him up from the root. Then they will bring him back to the 8th level class until unless he's not recovering, which our teacher does not have time and will not be able to do that. And that was a wonderful thing, which I got to know about these type of apps. They are so wonderful. They can bridge up the gap that the children had during this pandemic time. So let's come up to the second round. The second round I'll come up to Manjusha ma'am again. Manjusha ma'am, according to you, how does technology helps in making maths more interesting and easy?
Sir, as you have already discussed the time of Corona, where this actually the addiction start, and all children, they were totally into it. Even they have done all the Google Baba, even answers of the question paper answers also with the help of. So technology basically, maybe as all the means, if we go as in life also, everything they have two aspect, positive and negative. So same way we go for positive way, because during Corona also, when we are into it, this technology, we learn really a lot. Maybe for teachers, you can say it was a boom, because many of us, we have learned this technology, and it maybe we were bound to learn, but it make us so advanced. Now we are in steps with this young generation. And we are having now that confidence that now they cannot cheat us. So the thing is that to give them more motivation, first we have to learn this. And yes, we learned that. So the thing is that technology actually provide additional opportunity for learners to see and interact more and get the more motivational and deep research throughout for any subject. So when it comes to math, it is with the help of gamification. Suppose if you have like storytelling also with the different videos, if we start giving them lesson with the help of these technical thing, it will be very helpful for them to understand. Suppose if we are showing them the video of shopping with the help of technology, when they are going for shopping to purchase stationery, grocery, and even a daily life exercise thing, then they used to learn since the beginning and to middle school also. Middle school, they will more into for the money calculation, because many the how the decimal places and all it introduced during that time. So these things slowly and slowly, and it makes their technology, because according to national curriculum, and if you go for BECTA also, British Educational Society, and they also introduced that this is actually compulsory as in a national curriculum also, ICT. So use of ICT in maths is it's compulsory for all the middle school and the secondary school. So they are generally learning this technology, and with the help of this technology, like if we go for the regular use of calculator, scientific calculators are there, maybe many things which we can say that spreadsheets which they are used to know different formulas, their calculation become very easy, not for a student, for teachers also. Even when it comes to statistical packages and all, how to maintain that long charts, long tables. So these all technical things, it is helping them a lot, and that's why it create interest for the subject, and it really very helpful for removing this word phobia from the maths. So technology really play a very important role. It is really it's a dynamic opportunity for instructor also and for the learner also to go and bit addicted towards the maths.
Absolutely right, ma'am. Technology is helping a lot. And talking about these type of tools, they provide gamification also. And just I came to know, we have taken episode also that financial literacy is also taking a lot
Yes,
of interest.
absolutely.
Yeah, we have also had an episode with Dilbar sir regarding how we can bring up financial literacy in the schools. So they
Saving
have
and
also,
all, yes.
yes, ma'am. So for these classes, whatever classes they have started up, 6 to 10 they have started up, they have courses for that also. So I will also share you that particular episode. We had this exhibit one, Scholars Galaxy, that how these courses also have come up, these people have developed, where the teacher parallel with this, because when they'll go up with these financial literacy courses, the mental level of the child will increase. Like you're saying now, the parent should give some money and they should say that these things you have to bring. Just do the calculation and tell me how much money you have spent it, how much is left with you. So that practical approach, when we'll do, multiple topics will be covered when we'll be doing that.
Definitely.
And when he'll come to know, okay, this is the same thing, what question I'm doing in my book is the same which I did with my mother or my father gave me to do so. So that thing has to be put into the mind, and that thing has to be created into the mind of the child that maths is the easiest subject on earth.
Easiest.
That's
Very much close to their life, daily life practices.
daily life.
That is
Ma'am, maths is being used 24/7.
definitely.
Even when you are cooking at your home, making
That
cereals
small
and all,
fractions of spices
okay,
and salt, that
salt and all.
calculation is very important. Yes, correct.
Yeah, you are cooking dal something, so how much water has to be added, how much cereal has
Yes,
to be added,
that
everything.
all.
Maths is everywhere. This is had to be made understood to the child. And it is not like that if you are not good at maths, you are not good at anything, like Bhavna ma'am
Correct.
also said. It should not also be put into the minds of the kid that you are good for nothing if you are not good at mathematics. Thank you so much, ma'am. We'll come up to Bhagya Lakshmi ma'am. Bhagya Lakshmi ma'am, we'll also like to know your views on the saying that technology makes maths more interesting and easy. Ma'am, you're on mute.
As rightly
Technology
said by
again.
the previous ma'am who spoke and by you, maths in our daily life, and we can see maths everywhere in our daily life. And it has a technology has dynamically helps the concept to learn the mathematical concepts, like as ma'am said, by making the a gaming tool for the child to develop software, and with that they can learn the concepts very easily. More than that, I want to add one more area in which maths can be connected to appreciate the students and to create the interest in the students. How I have used this is tested by me when I was handling the lower classes as a maths teacher. in our interactive smart boards, the children, students who are giving the correct options, correct answers, I gave them the choice to select the colors of their favorite, their favorite colors they choose. So that motivates the children to complete their work and to come and interact with me and to do the character, and that created interest. And for the next class, they are already prepared to come and attend. That interest I have seen. This is tested by me, so that we can utilize this technology for motivating that. And more than that, one thing I want to add on here is through mathematics technology, the student exchange program can happen through Skype with other. We can connect with the students of other countries, and they can share how they are learning the concept. Even the teachers among the teachers also, they can join through the Skype, and they can exchange their knowledge and exchange their methodologies. And students also, they can connect with each other. So it will to bring the whole world into a mobile screen. The technology only helps the learning enhanced, and we all the students got a real feel that they are the global citizens. So that much it's the positive sides of the technology. That much it is.
Absolutely right, ma'am. We can have a number of programs on national level also. Collaboration, like we in CBSE, we have hubs of learning, and then we can go for Skype or Zoom or any media. Not only we have many mediums. We can go up with the foreign, different country students also. This will create an interest among the students to have more knowledge and to share the knowledge. We are talking, we are getting together, we are sharing our knowledge, and it is increasing by sharing. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll come up to Bhavna ma'am now. Bhavna ma'am, we like to know your views on the saying that it is often seen that children try to learn mathematics instead of understanding it, like other subjects are done. You know very well, maths is entirely different as compared to the other subjects.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, problem is this. We push to child like you have to do this, like force and appreciation. There are two things and they have difference. मीन्स हम फोर्स करते हैं, अगर तुम ये अच्छा करोगे, मैथ्स में अच्छा अचीव करोगे तो आपको ये मिलेगा. हम लोग अप्रिशिएट नहीं करते हैं. अगर उसने एक क्वेश्चन भी सही किया तो हमें उसे अप्रिशिएट करना चाहिए. अप्रिसिएशन से उनमें इंटरेस्ट क्रिएट होगा. लेकिन अगर हम उन्हें फोर्स करते हैं कि अगर आप मैथ्स में अच्छे मार्क्स लाओगे देन यू विल गेट दिस थिंग, तो वो फोर्स्ड होंगे. तो फोर्स में वो लर्निंग की जगह उसे रटना शुरू करेंगे, उसे समझेंगे नहीं, कंसेप्ट को अंडरस्टैंड नहीं करेंगे, उसे अदर सब्जेक्ट्स की तरह रट के आएंगे स्टेप बाय स्टेप. और कई बार ऐसा होता है स्टेप करते करते वो एक स्टेप भूल जाते हैं, वहीं समझ में आ जाता है कॉपी चेक करते टाइम कि बच्चा रट के आया था या उसके कंसेप्ट क्लियर है. तो यहाँ दोनों तरफ से ही प्रेशर रहता है, टीचर की तरफ से भी. अगर बच्चे ने अच्छे एग्जाम में मार्क्स स्कोर नहीं किए तो टीचर पेरेंट को कंप्लेन करेगा कि ही इज नॉट डूइंग हिज वर्क एंड ही इज नॉट गुड इन मैथ्स. तो पेरेंट्स का प्रेशर रहेगा, नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर आप अच्छा करोगे देन यू विल गेट योर फेवरेट थिंग. तो फोर्स और एप्रिसिएशन, इसका डिफरेंस हम सबको समझना होगा और फोर्स की जगह हमें एप्रिशिएट करना होगा, जिससे बच्चे में लर्निंग कैपेसिटी बढ़े, ना कि मतलब रटने की पावर बढ़े. That is the
right. That's absolutely right, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll come up to Prakash sir now. Prakash sir, your views are on the same saying that children try to learn mathematics instead of understanding it. Prakash sir, your turn, sir.
It's very important that the student learn basically in real times, and it's very essential that they do understand what they are learning. If they are able to learn on their own as well as they understand the instructions of the instructor, then that will be a great hands-on practice for the students. And it also gives them a overall development when it comes to the progress of the other subjects and when it comes to mathematics. If they really learn that subject, then everybody is happy. If they don't learn, the parents are not happy, child is not happy, teacher is not happy. So we have to find some way wherein the child really gets through the learning. It could be use of technology or on their own, or the instructions which they carry, and the kind of interest is developed by all these surroundings. and the students are being prepared for it. So there could be research into it, that the teacher has to find
Right.
out the ways in which the students can come out. He has to come out. He will come out, and he does success. So that success
Absolutely right.
results into the uh, marks again. But then marks again is not everything. If the child has understood the concept, he will apply. So the type of questions which you have framed, the kind of experiences which you have given, kind of technology you have used, and overall the group of students is equal to the progress is always into the marks. But child parent is always happy when the child understood the concept, but he could not work into the score. Concept understanding is very important, and the future of the child depends on that. So overall, I feel that the physical and psychological development is also there, where we can cultivate the personality of the child, and we can work for the development of each and every child to love the mathematics and build the confidence for them to come out of it.
Right. Absolutely right, sir. Children try to learn mathematics. If you take an example, if a child is you just mugging up a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, but he doesn't know why he is learning this, why he's applying this. Just take an example, a greengrocer, an illiterate person coming in your lane, and you're saying, Bhaiya, give me 250 grams of this, 100 grams of this, 500 grams of this, 1 kg of this. Within fraction of seconds, he'll tell you how much money you have to pay because he has that logical concept. He has this practical concept without going to the school. He knows how much money he has to take. Our child, our learning, our children, what are getting is that you have to mug this up. These are the theorems and these are the formulas. But why we are using it is this why is clear to the students. That is only possible when you are going up with practical approach. Thank you so much, Prakash sir. And coming up to sir's point of view as an expert, I'll again say on behalf of Nirmal Shah sir that these things are happening because the teacher again what they had studied 20, 30 or 40 years back, the same way they are delivering it to the students. These are the students of 21st century. What tool are present there, you are using that. But what tools are present today, have to use it today. Let me give you a small example. You have to teach that to the students for the future, not for today even. I give an example. A few months back, I went to DU, one of the college, Motilal Nehru College. I was being invited for taking a session of the students. So one of the students, he said, I got in competitions, I got 99 percentile. All the colleges doors are open for me in India, but I wanted to go to Germany for my further studies. There I was being refused. Why? Because I did not have the knowledge of AI, artificial intelligence. Because AI in India till now, most of the schools, computer science, which we say, comes up in 11th and 12th. By that time, the child is struggling with the board examination. If he's preparing for IT or JE, struggling with that, they get only a basic knowledge. So now what is happening is AI is coming from grade 1 onwards now. We are talking about that also in different session. So we have to make ready to the students for everything everywhere. It is not like it used to happen कि हमारा देश दूसरे देशों से 50 साल पीछे चल रहा है. No, we have to come up to the same level. We are trying to come up with the same level. That is why NEP has come. We are coming up with a session of NCF with Swati ma'am also very soon. And we're discussing, it's a part of NEP. Please, I'll share with you whenever the recording will be done, that how important NCF is. We'll also discuss that also in Spreadio. So now again, coming back, we have to prepare the students. Students don't want to pick up the books. They don't want to, shuffle the physical books. After 7 years or maximum 10 years, there'll be no physical books. Only e-books will be used. Whatever the situation is, according to that, we have to make our student understand and learn, or make the things more comfortable. It is very good. These types of tools have come, AI-based tools, which are helping the students personally also. They're coming up to the app and they're learning, and they're understanding, not learning actually, they're understanding the concept. Then the question was put by me, always put by me in the end of the session to Nirmal sir is always that the पेरेंट्स से कि बड़ी मुश्किल से तो अभी हमने पैंडेमिक से मोबाइल छुड़वाया था, आप अपने ऐप के साथ फिर से मोबाइल में जोड़ना चाहते हो, what are the remedies for this? So he said that they have divided the concept of that particular class into 300 to 400 concepts. Whenever the child will be picking up the mobile every day, only 3 to 4 concepts, and each concept is of 3 to 4 minutes. So after completing 20 to 25 minute study, the app will say that your study, your learning of today has been done. Do up the assignment and okay, bye bye. So that is also that the child will not be able to, make fool of the parents. And at the very same time, one thing as a principal, I remember that parents say, हमें क्या पता school के अंदर क्या चल रहा है. But with these AI tools, parents, teachers, administrators, students, everybody knows what is the actual, and the transparency happens with the student, what is happening with the students, where is he lacking, where is he doing good. So these things are very good for the students. And I have talked to the many principals taking the feedback about this, that कि ये जो AI based tools जैसे counting well type की apps हैं, क्या वाकई में help कर रही हैं? I have come to know that they have made, these brands like Gems Education, then many they are using this, and they have written up in their websites also that it has brought a great help to the development of maths ability amongst the students, and they are doing wonderful with this. So it was also my aim before starting up this season was that how can we remove these type of problems in the society into the education. Thank you so much for today. And coming up to the last part of the show, we have a culture that before parting, of course, I will share the contact details with each other so that you people maybe get connected with each other always. The culture is that before parting, everybody, this is me time. And for the last 5 minutes, we will be hearing 2 lines of song from everyone who is present on the show. So I will request Bhavna ma'am to start up with your song, only 2 lines of favorite song of yours. So before parting, we are the principals, because this show is of the principals, by the principals, and for the principals. So we should always have a me time also. So the last me time, so that before parting, we should go up with very good memories also. Bhavna ma'am, your turn, ma'am. Only 2 lines of your choice.
Okay. Uh, Sir, I'm not a good singer, but I'm trying.
Sure, ma'am.
ये दिल है मेरा या है एक यादों की अलमारी, इस अलमारी में रखी है मैंने अपनी ये दुनिया सारी. Thank you, sir.
That's a principal's alumni, ma'am. She has to keep everywhere. Principal is a genie. All the time. It used to say, Kya hoka mere aaka? We had to say, what can we do for you, with a smiling face. So that almari is always there with every principal, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was wonderful. Prakash, sir.
जी सर. आते जाते खूबसूरत आवारा सड़कों पे कभी कभी इत्तेफाक से कितने अनजान लोग मिल जाते हैं, उनमें से कुछ याद रह जाते हैं, कुछ भूल जाते हैं.
Wonderful, sir. Well tried, sir. Well tried. Sir, Prakash, sir, I'm talking to Indian Idol people to start up a season with, the educationist. So I have found out a lot of talent in India with the educationist, and that will be particularly for the educationist only. Manjusha, ma'am. Anything in any language, regional, anything will go any language, ma'am.
Sir, Hindi
Lakshmi, ma'am,
only.
anything original.
Hindi only.
From you also after this, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hindi you can go, ma'am. No problem.
2 lines, sir.
Sure, ma'am.
हमको मिली आज घड़ियां से जी भर हमको से आपकी नसीब शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न. 2 lines, sir.
Wonderful, ma'am. I was
Very good.
feeling goosebumps, and straight away you are going up to the finals. Ticket to finale you're getting right now before the starting of Indian Idol, whatever the
So
season it will be, ma'am.
that is my passion. If I will not be in the
Wonderful, ma'am.
future
We'll keep
in this education line, I must be a singer.
wonderful, ma'am.
Thank you
Wonderful.
so
You made
much.
that day. Bhagalakshmi,
Thanks.
ma'am, anything in regional. See, we are trying to connect
I
people
know
from all
actually,
over the
excuse me,
country.
sir. I know
Sorry, ma'am.
Hindi and I'm going to sing a Hindi song only.
Nee, I don't
And
want, ma'am. Actually, when we are coming up, we want to have regional songs also because see, we have want to adopt everybody each other's culture. The more you adopt with the culture of each other, the better. Like Prakash sir is from Pune, ma'am is from Rajasthan, ma'am is from Karnataka, you are from Chennai, that side, and I'm from Uttar Pradesh. So we feel very happy. It's your choice if you want to sing in Hindi only, no problem. But regional will be a welcome one.
the previous song was
Anything,
my
ma'am.
favorite one, that
Sure,
what
ma'am.
she sang. It is my favorite one. And
Sure,
if
ma'am.
you want me to sing a regional song, then there is a
Ma'am,
famous Lulubi
ma'am, you can
in
go for the
Malayalam.
both. You can go for both, ma'am. No problem.
No. I am not a good singer. So you will get bored by one song itself. So let me sing the Lulubi. മനത്തിങ്കൾ കിടാവോ നല്ല കുമള താമര പൂവിൽ നിറഞ്ഞ മധുപരി ഏതു തന്റെ പുത്തൻ പവീര കൊടിയോ ചെറു കഥകൾ കൊഞ്ചം മൊഴിയോ. That's it.
Wonderful, ma'am. You have beautiful voice, and you are at least you are going to quarterfinals, ma'am, for sure. So, ma'am, can you tell in your words what were you speaking about? What are you singing about? It was voice was
Actually,
very beautiful for sure.
yeah, that is the mother is talking about the child, how precious the child is for her. So she is comparing as a gift of God, the child as a gift of God, and how precious, valuable the child is for her.
Wonderful, ma'am. Wonderful. Beautiful song is sung. Thank you so much, and
Now,
thank you
sir,
so
this
much
is
for.
your turn.
I have got today. Let me think which I what. चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, रोते हंसते बस यूं ही तुम प्रिंसिपल गुनगुनाते रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना. Thank you so much.
Well done, sir.
Thank you,
I
sir.
hope you had a good time, a good learning and enjoyment and share of thoughts today. Lot
Definitely.
of things I have tried to convey you on behalf of Nirmal sir also, and I'll be
Yes.
sharing the contact details with each other. And more details sir can also share with you, and you can also contact if you want to. And maths, really, we have to do a lot of things with mathematics in our schools.
Definitely, sir.
It is a much needed topic. I am, let me tell you, ma'am, you people have joined, almost all of you have joined for the very first time. I'm taking those topics only with my sessions, like different topics we're taking, only which are directly related to the kids. So it is very important to understand all the things that NEP, everybody is talking, everybody is talking, but they're not talking what actually is happening with the kids. So let's resolve that we have to resolve this, this problem of mathematics in our school. Thank you so much. Hope to see you in another season, another session very soon. Thank you so much.
Definitely. It was a
Thank you
pleasure
all
to
of
be
you.
a part of
Thank
this
you all of
beautiful
you.
journey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you.